Hi, I'm Shiny Chaco. I'm from Medline Industries. I hope you guys had a chance to watch my previous video as to how to pick a microfiber mop that is right for you based on your facility, your budget, and your laundering process. If you haven't watched it, please take a moment to watch that video because that's the first step of how to choose the right mop for you. So in this video, we're going to take it a little step further. If you're approached with microfiber mops and they look similar on the outside and everything that I talked about in the last video you have looked for, how else do you differentiate and figure out what mop is right for you? So in this video, we're going to look at the inside of the mop. So let's start with, we have 4 different mops here. We have one that is, this is a Medline microfiber mop with the scrubbing strips on it. And then you have a competitor microfiber mop with the scrubbing strips on it, just the different direction. And then you have another competitor with no such scrubbing strips, but it has the loops of microfiber on the top. And then another competitor, just like the previous competitor, has the loops on the top, no scrubbing strips. So from the outside, they all kind of look similar. They all have either the overlay stitching or the banding. So how do you know which one is better or which one is right for you? So let's start with the Medline microfiber mop. If we look at Medline microfiber mop, there is 4 layers that you're looking at. First one is your face of the mop. This we talked about in the previous video as to looking at what blend it is. Then you have the middle layer, or the second layer, which is actually the microfiber. And then past that, you have a very thick foam / poly filling. And so what this is for is some companies can make it out of polyester, some companies can make it out of rayon. This is what gives you the not only the sturdiness of the mop, but also the increased absorption. So if you couldn't compare that Medline microfiber mop to the competitor microfiber mop, again, this is the one with the scrubbing strips in it. So if we go through, this also has 4 layers just like the Medline microfiber mop. The first layer is the face of the mop, the second layer is the microfiber. So this is where the differentiator comes in, is on the 3rd layer right before you get to the loop. The 3rd layer is actually a very thin material. It's actually a water repellent material. If you were to pour water in this, the absorbency is not going to be as good as the foam / poly material that is meant to absorb. So this is going to kind of roll off. So this obviously gives the sturdiness to the mop and feels a lot thicker, but the absorption is not there. Okay. Then we move on to the second competitor mop that we have. Now we're going to go away from the scrubbing strips and we're going to get to just the face of the mop, right? Without the scrubbing strip. So these 2 competitors have the loops on it. Neither one of these is Medline microfiber. So let's look at what the difference is between these mops. So if you look at this competitor number A, if you want to call it, you will see that there's again 4 layers. So let's see. So you have a top layer that is microfiber face. Then you have a second layer that is microfiber fill. And then you have 3rd layer that is microfiber fill. And then you have the loop. So this one, what this company has done is they have added 2 layers of microfiber for increased absorbency, which is really, really good if you're working with large areas like an OR suite. So, but the problem with that is because of the amount of absorption this mop will go through, this mop is going to get very heavy. And if the loops in the back were ever compromised in high heat, this mop is going to get very heavy that it's not going to stick to the frame. And it's going to kind of fall off the frame once it's completely saturated. So moving on to the next one, this one also, you will see that there's 4 layers, okay, which is good. The first layer is the face of the mop, just like we discussed before. Then this one is the microfiber. So microfiber, you'll see, is the second layer of all the mops. So that's something that we have in common. Then the 3rd one, you can see that it is actually, again, just like competitor B, or the first competitor we went through, It's actually a felt material. It's actually a water repellent material. So this is not going to do anything for absorption. Sturdiness, yes, not an absorption. So the conclusion of this video is just to show each one of you that even if the outside looks the same, there is some significant difference in the inside of the mop. You always want to pick based on what you're trying to achieve in your facility. If it's budgetary reasons, you can pick something that is very low cost materials on the inside, on the outside. But if it's performance and you're going after infection prevention and it's an initiative from your IP director, then you want to go with mops that is going to cost, it's a higher cost, but it also gives you the benefits that goes with microfiber. And hopefully it will help you achieve your infection prevention goals that is set forth in your facility. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helped.